have a look at this bike. It's off right now. So this is the Harley Davidson FatBoy. It's the white color. Let's do a quick walk around. Yeah, this bike looks awesome. It looks just as good. Looks just as good as the lowrider. This is the 103 cubic engine, the FatBoy. This is what the Terminator rode in the movie. Arnold Schwarzenegger rode this in the movie. 6-speed, twin cam USA. Look at the fit and finish on this bike. It's just amazing. That's the thing about these Harleys. The 2017 Harley Davidson FatBoy. That's the thing about these Harley Davidson. Can't replicate the fit and finish of these bikes. Look how big the tires are, the front tires. And look how wide it is. It just looks awesome. Great looking bike. Looks beautiful. The 103. Alright, let's take it for a spin. Skid on it.
So this is the FatBoy.
Okay.
So this is the ignition here. So you're going to turn it on. Actually, you're going to turn this on. And there's your ignition there.
Okay.
Okay. And then there's your start button.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks.
And you have the security fob already attached to it.
Got it.
Yeah. Are you still waiting?
Hey YouTubers, I am so excited to bring you this review. This is the 2017 Harley Davidson FatBoy. This is the bike, as I mentioned earlier on live, this is the bike in Terminator, the Terminator bike. Arnold Schwarzenegger personally rode this in the movie. Remember that scene when he jumped off that ledge and the bike landed in that tunnel and there were sparks flying around all over the place? Well, this is the bike, guys. This bike made history. It is just an awesome looking bike. So here I'm pulling into the parking lot, right? That's where I stopped earlier on to give you that real live visual of the bike. So this is my post video commentary that I'm adding. So as I mentioned, this is the Terminator bike. I'm just here, I'm just pulling it around doing the DMV test as I always do, and the bike handles absolutely just fine considering how big it is. Not a problem with the handling at all. And here I'm just ripping it through the gears, man. You'll see a lot of footage here where I rip it, accelerate hard, first, second, third gears, I pull it hard, and then I stop, and then I keep revving it up, so you get a sense of the power. So this has the 103 cubic engine versus the 110 that I rode in the lowrider S, and granted, this is not as powerful as the 110, but it has sufficient amount of pull. In fact, I think I enjoyed this engine slightly more because it's so smooth, it's so refined, and it delivers its power extremely well, very smoothly. This is a great riding bike. In fact, I think that I enjoyed this bike the most out of all the bikes that I rode today. You sit on this bike, man, you feel like Arnold Schwarzenegger, you feel like the Terminator. All of a sudden your muscles and your chest is just popping out. That's what this bike makes you feel like, man. It's so badass. This is one badass bike with an extremely smooth power delivery. The riding position is awesome. The seat, in fact, I think is a little bit wider than the others, and extremely and the handling here is just phenomenal. I had a blast riding this bike. The other thing that you'll note about this bike is the rims, right? They're fully, there's no spoke, there's no kind of spoking effect on the wheels, on the rims. They're full solid rims. The tires are so wide and big. It's just all muscle, man. This bike is just all muscle. It's all badass. You get on this bike, you will feel like the Terminator. Serious, that's how good of a bike. So I'm just looking at the bike, the engine here. I'm taking a look at the sound. So here I'm accelerating again. As I said, man, you will feel like the Terminator, a real badass Terminator, exterminator riding this bike. That's the kind of feeling it gives. It's a Softail platform, right? So it's so smooth. So here, this is a very bumpy road, and in fact, I think this bike's suspension was the best out of all of them because of that, that Softail suspension. Just absolutely awesome. Once again, this is an all-American bike built here right in the USA. Super badass. All steel, very limited plastic content. And my goal is to pretty much ride every Harley Davidson bike there is. And I'm getting very close to having ridden all of the Harley bikes. So you'll see a lot of Harley footage on my channel. So do check out all the other Harley rides. So here I'm kind of on the home stretch. I'm ripping it again. I stop a couple more times and I start ripping it again. So to get you that feeling, that acceleration feeling. So I'd like you to leave me any questions you have below, and do subscribe to my rides, guys, if you want more American muscle. And I'll be back in more future Harley Davidson videos. I just had to get that in. Thank you for watching, and there's a couple more stretches here where I pause and then I start ripping it again and I take it back into the dealership. So just hang out. And yeah, man, this is the Terminator bike. It's awesome. If you get this bike, you will be very, very happy with this bike. That's how good of a bike it is.